be pretty simple. Review something you should already know today. So, example 1. Right off the bat, get started. Graph the vertices.
So we have to have like a compass and stuff?
Nope. And give the name of the figure that you have. So graph the vertices and give the name of the figure that you're going to be graphing. Okay? So connect all the dots. So here's A. Point A is at -1, -2. Point B is at 0, 3. And point C is at 1, -2. So everybody draw a graph on your paper. Graph those 3 points, connect the dots. What figure does 3 points make?
Right.
A triangle. So, yep, draw a coordinate plane and graph the 3 points. Connect the dots. Connect the dots and make sure you can name what it is that you just grabbed. Okay? Just graph those 3 points and connect the dots.
You need to name it.
What kind of triangle it is?
Yeah, what kind of triangle is it?
Is it a scaling?
What we did Friday. Name it? Looking at it.
Looking at it, I gotta comprehend it. This branding or well.
Well, while you're talking, if you don't have it done, you shouldn't be talking anyway. Interesting. Lots of different answers. Lots of different graphs. So we need to practice graphing.
If we had a graph, it'd be easier.
Yeah.
Well, you don't.
Well, we could.
You don't.
I got some graph paper.
Here, I get my
Mine's this.
I'll let you know in a second. Okay. Graphing. Let's review. First letter represents what?
X.
Your X value.
Yeah.
Second letter represents Y. So the first letter is left and right. Second letter is up and down. -1. And then down to -2. That's
Oh,
point A.
wow.
And then 0, 3.
Just you're such a cheater.
0 is right here. But then you gotta go up 3. That's point B. Connect the dots.
Good job.
C is at +1 on the x-axis and down 2. Alright, so what is it and how do you know?
It's an isosceles triangle because, their 2 sides are the same. Or
How do you know they're the same?
Because they're the same, they're on the same, -2. All are
They're the
going
same
all-
distance.
Yeah.
It's symmetrical. So you don't have to use the distance formula here to figure out what the length of the sides are. Okay? So this is obvious, it's an isosceles triangle. Anything else you can tell me about it?
I have a question.
2
What?
sides are the same.
Then what's a scaling triangle? Because that's what I just learned.
Scaling means
All, or no sides are equal.
Alright, so these are equal. Alright, anything else? You can tell me something else, but I don't need that necessarily. in the problem. It's a cube. All the angles are less than 90 degrees. Okay, example 2.
So that triangle will be a cube and isosceles.
Cube, isosceles triangle.
Do you have to make both?
I would prefer you give me both. Just whatever the directions are asking for, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Example 2. Find the coordinates of each missing vertex.
This sounds fun.
Alright, so here we go. I'll let you catch up with that. You ready? A triangle RST has a right angle at S and ST equals 3 units.
What?
Hold on. Here we go. Find a possible set for T. Okay, so I don't have everything up here yet. I'll wait till you catch up. You don't have enough information yet.
No.
Okay, so here's the picture. Check this right.
Fourth and Please stop having.
I really don't think he cares about mistakes.
And do.
Number 6. We'll go to 6.
Sorry.
There's your picture.
Wait, what's the right thingy?
Let's read through the problem.
Alright.
Alright? There's your picture. Read through the problem, draw it on your paper in your notes. Find the coordinates of each missing vertex. RST has a right angle at S. And T is 3 units away from S. What are the possible, I don't want you to answer, I want you to write down. What are the possible vertices of where T would be? The coordinates. Where T would be.
Oh.
No, T, not a.
No, I
I know.
don't know what vertex is. I forget.
Coordinates.
Oh.
A right angle, right across.
Points where 2 lines come together.
Right.
Vertex.
I'm confused.
Alright, come on, keep trying. There's 2 possibilities.
Oh,
I
see. Correct. Nope.
You gotta write down the coordinates.
Oh, got it.
What?
Possibility.
The one time.
Alright, so here we go, since this is notes. S to T must form a right angle. One direction or other. So this is going to go this direction or that direction to form a right angle. And T must be 3 units away. So 1, 2, 3. This is a possible place for T. Forms a right angle. And 1, 2, 3. Here's the other. I didn't draw that proportionally, but there you go. 1, 2, 3. Both of them. Now, what are the coordinates? This one is at 4, 2.
Wait,
And the other one is at -2, 2.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why do they look so different, like the triangles?
I didn't make my slashes proportionally.
That's a mistake.
That's a mistake.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's an example.
Oh, hi.
You can't make anything perfect on a board with no
Alright,
lines.
get it.
Okay. So you understand that?
Yeah.
You have to do that in your homework.
What?
That's not fun.
Oh my gosh, I have to think.
I got a question.
Why?
So is it, I'm kind of understanding that stuff, but where it says, you know, the, words, ST equals 3, like,
The segment ST has to be 3 units.
okay, so you need the 3.
Yeah, so it's either here or it's there. That's why it says possible. Example 3.
Alright.
Midpoint. Somebody tell me the midpoint formula without looking.
I would.
Memorize it. Add your x's together.
Oh.
Divide by 2. Add your y's together. And divide by 2.
Oh, this is the thing that I was super bad
Oh, dang it.
Adding and dividing.
at. No, because didn't we do this before?
Right.
And
Point A is at -3, 2. B is at 4, 2. So, find the midpoint of A, B.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why on the thingamabobber, the formula, why is one of the x to the 1, but the one of the y is to the 1?
Oh, sorry. It's not a calculation mistake, that's what that's for.
It's pretty
Just.
Yeah,
What are the 1s and 2s for by the x's and the y's? Because I don't.
okay. So, every coordinate you have, this is my first coordinate, it's an x and y, right? This is my second coordinate, that's an x and y.
Oh, I get it.
This is my third coordinate, and this is my fourth coordinate.
I understand.
Okay, we get it.
This is my
But
fifth
like,
coordinate.
the marker.
Wait, what are you
This is my
watching?
coordinate.
What are you?
It looks like an ocean with a.
All right. You figure this out right now. Yeah, you're talking, not doing anything.
We have to write that down.
Yes? No, not the coordinate.
Mr. Lockwood, question.
Yeah.
Please stop tapping. It's really annoying. Stop tapping.
I don't know.
You guys are crazy.
What?
I'm confused. You're walking away and I have a question.
I'm waiting for some words to come out of your mouth.
I'm trying to say them, but
Sam,
Is
On the.
that
I'm
right?
not gonna tell you.
Alright.
Oh, no, I don't.
why is it that, like, on the formula there's a 1 and a 2, and then on the x and y thing there's a 1 and 1? How do you?
Because the formula says that you're adding the two x's together. The first x of your coordinate and the second x of your, or the x of the first coordinate and the x of the second coordinate. That's what you're adding together. So you add the x's together,
So it's like the same thing.
divide by 2, and then you add the y's together, divide by 2.
What?
I don't
Add the
know.
X together.
Isn't the x the first thing?
The first number is the x. Alphabetically,
Really?
x comes before y. This is 8th grade, everybody in here should understand that. If you don't, then you need to go back and do some review, yes.
Then what's the X1 and the Y2? I know, but
The x1 and the x2?
yeah.
Okay, do you understand what I was doing here? Okay, when I give a coordinate like this, and a coordinate here, there's two coordinates, right? How do I know which coordinate I'm talking about in general?
Oh.
So the 1s mean I'm talking about the first coordinate.
Oh.
The 2s means I'm talking about the second coordinate. The third one is the third coordinate, the fourth, okay?
Alright.
That's where that comes from.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So we add our x's together. That's a -3 plus a 4 divided by 2, and then our y's. Okay, -3 plus 4, Neffy. What's -3 plus 4?
every
No,
day.
wait, I know it,
This is
I know it.
why I asked.
One.
That's right.
Positive.
So it's positive
Oh,
1/2,
Yeah.
and 2 plus 2 is 4, divided by 2 is. So,
Like 0.5, actually.
I do not want a decimal unless there are decimals in the problem.
What? How? Oh my goodness.
Hey, you guys use your calculators and you can't think. So guess what? If you give me decimals and there aren't decimals in the problem, I'm going to give you partial credit.
I got a Sure.
What was that?
I am not answering questions unless you raise your hand and you wait for me to call on you. Effie.
Okay, so like you would do x, y, and y, x. I mean, yeah, because you put x, x, and y, y, or x.
Right.
That's why.
This is not a this part right here is not a coordinate. This is a calculation. It's telling you where to get the information. Take your first x coordinate and your second x coordinate. So take the -3, that was the first x, and the 4 was the second x. Okay? Alright, are there any questions on how to find midpoint? Alright, here we go. Your assignment.
It's like 1/2 and 2 is your answer, right?
Yep.
Alright.
And you gotta give it to me as a coordinate because that's what you found. That's where the midpoint is.
Alright.
Okay? So, page 215. 1 to 20 all and 25 to 27 all.